Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, you guys.
I have a very important question. As two folks in the restaurant industry, do you guys have a coffee order that you love? Like, what is your go-to coffee order? I know you're not necessarily a coffee shop, but
That's okay. We do have the new coffee bar that's at the Sip and Shop, but I don't drink coffee.
No,
So
actually, do you really not?
how do you survive?
I
No.
don't, I
I would
Celsius.
still,
Okay,
yep,
okay.
okay, all right,
At least you
okay.
have some form of
I
caffeine.
love,
Yeah, yeah. Red,
I've
how
tried
about
coffee
you?
so many times. It just doesn't like me.
Oh,
Well, there you
cold mornings
go.
I'll drink. Yeah, cold mornings I'll drink coffee. If it's nice and brisk outside. But I'm drinking a Celsius right now.
Oh
So
my gosh.
we
Love
sip
that.
on those all morning. That's kind of our go-to. We
Y'all are
we have them next door.
Smart.
Yeah.
At least you have some form of caffeine. That makes me really happy. I would have been
Yes.
really curious how you survived otherwise.
That's exactly right. I know you guys. Okay, well, here we are, 2 weeks before Christmas.
Wild.
I know, everybody stay calm.
Breathe.
Exactly. So you guys, we are very lucky this morning because we are joined by Red and Ashley Harrell. So Red and Ashley own Gaffers in Emerald Isle. We are so lucky, first of all, to have them in Carteret County. They have this incredible restaurant. Now they've got the sip and shop. They've got this, I love the way it's unfolding and growing and changing. So we want to talk a little bit about that. They give back tremendously to our community. So we want to touch on that. And then also, they have not only catering, but they have a new meal delivery service. So we want to talk about the difference between the two. And that way, you know that you're making the right choice for your family.
Yes.
So let's dive right in.
I'm curious before we get started, if someone who is watching is curious about your backstory. I know you guys have a unique backstory of how you got to Emerald Isle. Will you share a little bit about that?
Sure.
Let me go. So 2012, we bought it from a friend of ours, Scott McNally, who owns Smacks, and he had a kid on the way, three restaurants. Ashley had been working there since like 2009, I believe. So she's watched Gaffers grow, and he had, like I said, several restaurants, kid on the way, and it was just too much for him.
Yeah.
So we went and he approached us. We looked at we almost bought the pizza company over there he owned, but we ended up buying Gaffers. And so we owned it from 2012, built a really good business on Ocracoke, and then Dorian hit. So 2019, Dorian hit. I call it a head scratcher because we were kind of in between staying and building a new restaurant. So we decided what came on a little vacation before we closed.
Yep.
And we were about 3 or 4 days from putting pilings in and closing or starting the whole process. And came
No
here.
way.
Came here and found our space here. But we did get like 8 feet of water
Yeah.
in Gaffers in Ocracoke. So there was no more Gaffers there. So we had to either figure out about staying there or find a new spot. And we are so lucky that we found Emerald Isle.
Wow, you guys have a great spot in Emerald Isle. I never visited the Ocracoke location, but I'm sure it was just as amazing. But we're selfishly really glad that you're here on the mainland.
No kidding.
I think I always joke it's 23 feet above sea level right here, and in Ocracoke we were 6 inches.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Yes.
we found
That
high
feels good.
Yeah.
on the
Feels
coast.
good.
So
You
yes,
found
Sure.
high ground. That's exactly
yeah,
right. You found
yes.
high ground. That is so great. That is so great.
You know, I think we had water in that restaurant 5 times.
Wow.
Even
That
the
was hard.
nor'easter water would come in sometimes. So it was yeah, it's good to be where we have a bridge and I can get to Lowe's without taking 3 hours and stuff like that.
It's a big deal.
My
Yeah.
daughter was the one of she was the only girl in her class there in our yeah, so she was
One girl, seven boys.
yes.
Her whole life.
Oh,
So
wow.
you were like maybe and then our son was at school, he went to school of science and math and he moved off the island. So it was a good time to get close to the family. And I grew up coming to Emerald Isle. I love it here. So.
What a story, you guys.
That's so
What a
good.
story. Okay, and so since you've gotten here, you guys have not only been serving just delicious and incredible food, but you also give back so much. So, what are a couple, just so folks who maybe aren't aware can understand, what are a couple of the things that y'all have done that are your favorite ways that you've given back to the community?
Probably our most recent one has been the lunch debt for Carteret County. When we found out that there was a need for that, and that kids were going to school having to worry about, paying for lunches and things like that. So we started our annual breakfast with Santa, raising money for the school lunch debt, and then we jumped in on the sign wars.
I love that.
thing, and all of a sudden it was like $30,000
Yeah.
that we raised. Yes, like totally by did not expect that at all. I think it's by accident, but
Wow.
so that's been pretty cool to be able to pay that off, and then we have a good amount of money for in arrears for in case there is more lunch debt. Now we have moved over to trying to help Onslow County with their school lunch debt. So our first fundraiser for them will be our breakfast with Santa this year. So
Okay.
we'll do all the ticket sales and donations and everything for that this year, and that's December the 14th.
Nice. Okay,
That is tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about that?
Amazing.
I love it.
So if people are watching right now, and do they have to register or buy a ticket, or can they just show up?
Yep, you can go online and get tickets.
Amazing.
And there's 3 different sessions for that. So
Okay.
there's the early morning, the middle, and then the little bit later session. We'll have all kinds of like crafts. It includes breakfast, pictures with Santa, Mrs. Claus, a treat bag. The kids get to decorate ornaments. There's a lot of fun, cool stuff.
We'll post more information in the comments if people are interested, if they aren't already
So
going, 'cause I'm
amazing
sure
that you
there's so
guys
many
do
that already
that.
are.
I know. That is
Yeah.
really cool. That's so cool. Okay, so everybody loves your food. Everybody loves coming to your restaurant. Tell us, you've got catering and now you've got meal delivery. Can you clarify for us what the difference is?
Yes. So we have an off-site kitchen now on Emerald Isle that we are doing our catering and meal delivery from. You can find that information on our website. The meal delivery would be, if you're coming down with your family, there's 15, 20 of you at this big beach house, and you just don't feel like, getting dressed and going out to eat, waiting in line and all that kind of stuff. The kids are sunburned, everybody's tired. So you just go on and order what you would like. We'll do like 24 hours in advance. So you just order what you want and, right off the menu, pay for it online. We'll bring it to you and deliver it to you. And then catering would be more of like over 25 people. So if you're doing like an office party, a birthday, you want to cater dinner at your house with a chef, different things like that. So we can do like lunchbox lunches, for daytime stuff for like offices, or if you're having a business meeting or something like that too.
Amazing. So for meal delivery, is there a range in which you deliver to? What's too far?
So when you go online, you can put your address in and it'll tell you if you're in the range and kind of how much that the delivery cost will be.
Okay.
And if your address is out of that range, the phone number is there and you just call and we'll get it worked out for you. So, but yeah, we're going all the way to Moorhead, Atlantic Beach, Jacksonville, Swansboro,
Wow.
as far as we can go.
This is a life hack.
That is a huge life hack. That's exactly right. So what I want to know from each of you is, we've covered your coffee orders, which really were non-existent. So what I want to know now is, what is your dinner order from Gaffer's?
A wedge and beer can shrimp. That's my favorite. Yeah, like a boiled
Yum.
shrimp or steamed shrimp.
Yeah, the local North Carolina shrimp, so good. That's definitely one of my favorites too.
Give me that right now.
I love blackened shrimp nachos also. That's probably one of our biggest sellers.
Yes.
The nachos.
Love it. Nachos.
Delicious. Yes. Oh my gosh, that's so good. That all sounds so good.
But our burgers are, everything's hand patted.
I've had your burgers. They're
We
so good.
really, we concentrate on quality back there and try to make it
Everything
as
homemade.
tasty as possible. Yes.
Well, y'all do such a great job. I mean,
No kidding.
I've been so many times and it's delicious every
Incredible.
single
I know. Okay, and then the last thing before we let y'all go, I know I said this is gonna be quick. Can you tell us, so the shop and sip, can you tell us a little bit about kind of the way things have changed?
Yeah. So we're growing, trying to grow as much as possible. So we do have the space that's adjoined here to Gaffer's, opened up a sip and shop, and it's a place where you can kind of go in there, hang out, have a glass of wine. We have some craft beers in there, lots of cool gifts. You can buy gift baskets for people from there. Lots of local products that are in there, all kinds of cool snacks. And then we have a coffee bar in there too.
Nice. That you do not partake in.
I smell it and it smells so good and I just want to taste it.
Y'all should have Celsius on draft. Just
that would be
for your
great
personality.
idea.
That would be
Great
awesome.
idea.
I do have
Love
a very
that.
large Celsius cooler over there though.
I love
Good.
that. Rightfully so.
Okay, well, guys, before we let y'all go on this day before your breakfast with Santa, I know you've got plenty to do. Could you each tell us what is saving your life right now?
I would say definitely our employees,
Yeah.
because we could not do it without them. So we are able to get out in the community and do a bunch of other things. Because we have such a great staff here, we're able to travel and do some mission work, different things like that because of our staff. Could not do it without them.
100%. That's definitely our employees, and we love providing for them and their families, and they definitely reciprocate and take care of us. They're awesome. So
Yep.
So nice,
That's
you
an
guys.
indication of your leadership and how much they
Absolutely.
respect you guys too. So that's amazing.
Absolutely. Well, y'all, thank you. Merry Christmas. Thank y'all for being with us. We really appreciate it. I think I learned a ton.
I know, same.
Yeah.
Awesome. Merry Christmas
Thank
to y'all.
you. Bye,
Bye,
Red and
guys.
Ashley. Thanks.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Man, that was so great.
It was. They
What neat people.
of course we see everywhere on social media and whatnot how much they really do give back to the community. And I didn't realize they raised $30,000
How cool is that?
to eliminate lunch debt. Wow. Wow. That's so cool.
Those are some
You
doers
can
right
tell
there.
they're like,
Yeah.
they're so genuine about the place that they live, whether I'm sure they did the same in Ocracoke and now in Emerald Isle, which
I know.
again, we're so selfishly happy that
That's
they're
exactly right. That's exactly right.
so good.
Well, Meg, I know exactly what's saving my life, which is I feel like that I say this one every year, but I love getting out all the kids, the little Christmas books from when the kids were younger and setting them out and just flipping through them or reading the books. I mean, do you have a favorite Christmas book from when you were little?
Not that I remember. Maybe no.
Oh my
Not that I
gosh, you got to come
remember.
to my house and look at my Christmas
Okay.
books because you're going to remember.
Okay. My
Oh my God.
long-term memory is
You guys, they're
remember
so
90s
good.
music.
What's the name? Y'all, somebody's gonna know the answer to this. What's the one where it's Mr. Somebody's Christmas tree and he goes out and he gets his Christmas tree and then he cuts the top off because it's too tall. And then next, like a bear gets that little piece and goes and puts it in their cave, but it's too tall. And so he cuts the top off. And then there's a fox that goes and gets the top piece and takes it into their little lair, but it's too tall. So they cut the top off. I know. And then
That's
it
so
goes,
cute.
and then it goes to like a little mouse. It's not Mr. Mistopheles. That's from Cats.
That's from Cats.
Mr. You guys, it's so
Someone,
good.
please let us know.
I know. Can y'all let us know if you, okay. Anyway, I just cannot recommend enough getting out the children's Christmas books and flipping through them. I mean,
I love that.
oh, okay. Okay. Great. What's saving your life right now?
I am really excited for this weekend's candlelight tour. And the holiday market
Yes.
is tomorrow, one of your favorite events of the year.
Oh my gosh, the twinkly lights, you guys. Twinkly lights at the Beaufort Courthouse. Meet me there.
However, there are 3 events happening in the same day in Beaufort. It's the
Yeah.
art walk, it's the farmers market, and it's the candlelight tour. So Beaufort's about to be busy
I know.
tomorrow.
And if you have tickets to the candlelight tour, make sure you come and see us. Our colleague and friend Liz's house on Ann Street is on the candlelight tour. We're going to be there serving wine and cookies.
Yes.
What could be more delicious than wine and cookies?
Right. Yeah. Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Amazing.
We're very
Yeah.
excited. Yay. Hope everyone has a great weekend. Hope to see you guys at the candlelight tour.
Absolutely.
And if not, hope you have a great time prepping for Christmas coming up so soon.
Thanks, y'all. Bye. Bye.